What's good YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another live reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles. So breaks are only 15 minutes, but y'all over here, we break for 1 damn hour. Guys, what's good? Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you all. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing great. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right, so y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail, honey. We got a little bit to get into tonight. This mommy community has been going haywire, okay? You would think that school is getting ready to start for all the kiddos and the moms will be busy trying to get their kids to, to go back to school. But needless to say, I don't think that's what's going on, honey. These mommies are going through it. My goodness. And it's all unfolding right here on the internet. Oh, Lord. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the break room. Make sure you guys clock into the break room by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you all being here. You say you needed something to get you through your shift, sis? I know that's right. West Coast or Bus, what's up? Hey, Candy C. Candy C said, hey, TMR break room. So good to be in the break room tonight. Need a virtual break. Work these babies. Football season are wearing me out all damn ready. Girl, it's just begun. Okay, it has just begun. What's up, Katya? Keita S, what's good, sis? All right, Buttons All Day's here, Riri's here, Uniquely's here, Navy Girl, Scarlet, Wicked Ways, Ebony, Nisha L, Yoli. Let's see, Alley Girls in the building, Sean Smith, Gerald Bell, hello to you. Sabrina, hello, Stephanie. I am Brittany. Nisha, Maja's in the building, Sag is in the building, Newton, Thurslaw, Miss Pettis is here, Mimi's here. All right, y'all coming on in. So we're gonna get started, y'all, because we got quite a bit to get through, and I'm gonna try to get through it, excuse me, as fast as I can. What's up, Isis? Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Latoy. Hey, Therese. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Sky's life, okay? Now, if you guys remember, maybe a few days ago, we did a reaction to this young lady, okay? And Sky's been on the internet for quite some time. She's been on here for a few years, okay? And Sky is a single mom of 6 kids. She lives somewhere in the South. I don't know exactly where. And she here lately has been mentored by Peach McIntyre in her mindset class, okay? Well, the videos, if you guys weren't in my live or if you maybe forgot, we reacted to 2 of her videos. It was one, she does a lot of cleaning videos. And the one that we reacted to 2, her kitchen video and then her cleaning her living room. And needless to say, you guys, a lot of us were shocked and appalled. I definitely was one of them. I don't know about y'all, but I was definitely one of them. Well, Sky has done another video. Maybe she got some feedback in her comment section in reference to that video. But Sky felt compelled to come to her audience to let her audience know the real reason why her house is so nasty, okay? And that's what she said in the title, right? She said, the reason why my house is so nasty. So we're going to go ahead and click on that video. We're going to find out what is the reasoning that Sky feels the need to have her kids living in a roach-infested home. I know we talk about Jasmine and her roaches, but I'm telling you, y'all, Jasmine doesn't have anything on Sky's life. Sky's life is by far one of the worst houses I've seen in an extremely long time. When I watched her video, it triggered me. It had me in tears because I was a loss for words. I didn't know people actually are still living like that. I mean, I'm not oblivious to the fact that people don't keep their houses clean. But in 2023, I'm just like, it's too many chemicals on the market. It's too many, companies that exterminate to even think about living like that. So you said Joe's apartment. Oh, baby, it was past Joe's apartments. Okay. So Sky wants to let you guys know. Yeah, she definitely is with love. She definitely is. Okay. So Sky wanted to tell us the real reasons, and we are definitely eager and anxious to hear her rationale, to have her house in such a, in my opinion, unlivable situation with her 6 kids. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up her video. Give me a moment. Let me get it up on the screen. All right.
Your girl's still smiling. Your girl's still smiling. Your girl's still smiling. Your girl still smiling.
But Sky, how do you smile knowing that you can't even put an unopened an open can of soda on your kitchen counter without the roaches attacking it? How do you smile when not being able to, leave food on the stove and wrap it up in aluminum foil so the kids can come and eat as later on? How do you smile when you can't even leave food on your table or in your microwave because the roaches are going to just devour it? Like, how do you smile? No, really, y'all, I'm asking this question honestly. It says, how do you smile with that going on?
Okay. So I'm not about to get up here. First of all, I'm not about to get up here and like with my kitchen video, how I got up here and said talk the way that I talk, went off or whatever y'all want to call it, or whatever. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. I'm about to get up here. I'm about to talk about why my house looks the way that it looks. And your girl still smiling. Even though people talking about me, I'm still smiling. Because like y'all talking about me, but y'all not paying my bills. I'm paying my bills. Y'all talking about me, but y'all not coming to clean my house.
Girl, you paying? Are you paying anybody to come over there to clean it up? Yeah, you're right. We're not coming over there cleaning up your house unless we got hazmat suits on. No, really, y'all. Once she starts explaining the reason why her house looks the way it does, you'll understand the reason why I don't have very much empathy for this lady. You'll see in just a moment. Miss TLD, yeah, I don't, yeah, combing hair, yeah, it's over with. She almost looked like a replica of Peach with the orangey hair all over her head. Like, I've never in my life seen so many people that don't want to bitch be themselves. Like, I could understand seeing an outfit and you think it's really cute, and you see a model with an outfit on and you're like, oh, that's cute. Let me go get that outfit. That looks so cute. But to actually morph somebody's personality and their mannerisms, like, yeah, I don't get that.
Y'all not coming to help with my kids. Y'all not coming to do none of that. So what is the point? You just talking out your mouth because the things that are being said are not because
You was waiting on me, Vaughn.
I'm changing in my own time. You know, I don't no, I don't want us living like this. And I'm gonna explain why it's like this. But
Now, here's the thing.
we
Sky
was talking
says
this
she doesn't want to live in filth. And let me just explain, you guys. Has she not shown videos in the past of different houses she's lived in? Because since Sky's been on this internet, she's lived in several different houses. If all those other past homes didn't look like this one, I would kind of believe what she was saying. But it seems like this is a pattern for her. And she'll explain that in just a minute.
Not gonna make me not gonna make it no different. Honestly, it's not gonna make it no different because I'm getting up here and I'm cleaning it. You're seeing me clean it. So you talking about it's gonna do what? Because I'm already cleaning it. It's not gonna make no difference. I'm already cleaning it. Okay. So anyway, so we're gonna talk about why my house looks the way it is, or whatever. I am going to say laziness does add into it on my part. Laziness does add into it because my kids did not ask to be here. I have 6 kids. I brought 6 kids into the world. So I should clean up after 6 kids. Regardless, yes, I know my kids, most of my kids are old enough to clean up after themselves, but it is what it is. If it doesn't get clean, it is my responsibility to get it done.
It's your responsibility to make sure it gets done. If your kids are old enough to pick up after themselves, you as a parent should have already instilled in them cleanliness. But if you're not a clean person, how can you instill that into your children?
Okay, with that being said, so laziness, there is some laziness in it because a girl do get tired. Sometimes I get tired of cleaning up. I don't like cleaning. That's period. I don't like cleaning. I don't like cooking.
You don't like cleaning or cooking, but yet you birth 6 kids. Doesn't that come along with being a mom and a dad? You have to cook and clean and help the children, raise them, rear them, bring them up in a healthy, proper environment. Isn't that a part of being a mom?
But I do them. I do them. Now the cleaning is not all the time. It's not. No, I'm not walking behind my kids picking up every little thing they drop. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Okay. Now, a few years ago, I might as well just talk about it because I wasn't really gonna talk about it before. I might as well go ahead and talk about it because people just they so pressed on me and who.
Girl, we're not pressed on you. No, let's be honest, y'all. Nobody's pressed about Sky's life. But since we're very intrigued, we're interested because you put the video on the World Wide Web. Okay. Nobody came through your back door. Nobody, ran through your front door when it was wide open for the flies to come in and snap pictures and ran out and posted on the internet. You posted this stuff. So obviously, a lot of people are appalled that you would, I mean, at least you're honest. You said you're lazy and you don't like to clean up. That's apparent, right? You didn't even have to say that. We just figured that out. But at least you're honest about it. I give her a C for that.
I am, why, my situation is how it is. So it's gonna be a pretty much story time or whatever. So after having my oldest daughter, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And then recently I was diagnosed with another doctor confirmed the bipolar disorder. And then the same doctor also diagnosed me with anxiety and depression. So
So, what does that have to do with keeping your house clean, sis? Because at some point, you said that you was diagnosed when you had your first daughter. Well, from first child to sixth child, with those medical diagnoses, you were able to still birth children. You were able to do what it takes to get pregnant with a child. You birthed children. So those diagnoses did not stop you from birthing kids. How does that stop you from cleaning up?
when I shut down, I shut down. So at this point in my life, like I'm trying to get to that point where I don't do any of that. Like Because when I say I put a wall up, like I completely, like when I go off of social media and I'm just like not posting, it's not that I really don't want to. It's just that mentally I can't because I've shut down. And when the kitchen situation happened, that caused me to shut down. But this time I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing.
So the kitchen situation she's talking about happened a couple years ago. Sky did a clean with me with her kitchen. She lived in a whole total different house. It wasn't even this house. It was a whole nother house. And the mommy community was livid, okay? Because they didn't know this young lady was living like that with all the, and at that time I think she had her, I don't even remember how many kids she had. It was a couple years ago. So the internet was like, whoa, honey. So she's talking about an incident a couple years ago.
None of it to shut down because I am still seeing some negative comments. I'm not seeing a lot. I know, you guys are probably seeing it, but on my end, I'm not seeing a lot because I can block the negative comments. But it's like I'm not. It's like I'm seeing them now, and it's like a laugh and brush it off because I know what I'm going through.
I agree,
So when I
sweetie.
first moved into this apartment, it was y'all. I cleaned it every day, all day, and I loved it. And that's every place that I move into. It's clean all day, every day, and I love it.
Right. When you first move into the places, they're clean, they're habitable. Once you move in and you start dragging all the junk from the Goodwills and outside in the dumpsters on the side of the road, because you'll hear her say in a minute that she used to pick stuff off on the side of the road. And I kind of figured that because when we saw the last video, if you were in my live the other day where she had the mail bin that you see at the post office in the middle of her living room, it just dawned on me. I'm like, where the hell would you get a mail bin from? And it's just she reminds me of that type of person, right? She's a pack rat. She's like a hoarder, okay? And yes, when she first moved into the houses, the newness, the cleanliness of the house overwhelms her. She's happy because you can tell Sky really wants to live clean. It just isn't in her, right? So, but after she starts living there for a while, then her old habit starts creeping out. And then her not teaching her children how to pick up and clean up after themselves. And she has a daughter, I think that's like 15, 16 years old. So it's so unfortunate because hopefully those kids don't, become adults and live like they've been living with their mother. Prayfully they don't.
But then I had a few months ago, probably yeah, about a few months ago, I've had multiple neighbors. So the bugs started coming to the walls, and it's like once they started, like I start to. I don't know. It's like a mental thing. Like it make you not want to. It made me not want to. How do I put it?
I don't know how you're gonna put it, Sky, but I'll put it. If I move into an apartment or a house and it's adjacent to other neighbors, other apartments, or it's a duplex and it's adjacent to other houses, and I notice once people start moving out, bugs start coming in my home, the last thing I'm gonna do is shut down. No, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to get on top of the situation. Because let's just be honest, y'all. There are too many high powered chemicals on the market that can help you combat the roach situation. Now, if your house is infested, which hers is, it's going to be a little hard. It's going to take a lot of work, right? Like she literally would have to bomb damn near every day, right? But but you can't shut down. But that comes in that laziness and that not really caring. That's when that starts coming in.
It made me not really want to do much for this apartment because I wanted to be out of here. To be honest, so my depression kicked in, and it's like, I don't like where I stay.
Hi,
I don't.
Majesty.
I don't. That's what my mindset is. My mindset was. I felt like I didn't like being here. I didn't like. So it's like I let the apartment fall apart. Like I let our place fall apart or whatever. So
Yes, our family.
then things started getting worse and worse. And then the kids, being in the house, which is not. I could teach my kids, to do certain things, which I do tell my kids, when you finish something, throw it away, blah blah blah. But I'm not like in their face all the time. I spend a lot of time in my room, and then they spend their times in the living room. I come out to discipline. I come out to feed them. I come out, stuff like that. But it's like I'm most
So you're parenting from your bedroom? If you spend a lot of time in your bedroom, how come the kids are not spending time in their bedrooms? Like you got 6 kids, sis. Like kids can't, they shouldn't just be littered all over the house, especially if they're not minding your rules, if you're even setting them by keeping the house clean. So again, how are you a mother of 6 kids and you're parenting from the bedroom?
mostly in my room, or if I'm leaving the house, like we go to my mom's house, or I take them to my mom's when I go DoorDash. And when I was recently working at McDonald's, I had someone staying here with them, watching them, and wasn't they were supposed to be here to help, and they wasn't really doing what they were supposed to do. So I had to stop them from watching my children. Like they wasn't like abusing my kids or fussing my kids, nothing like that. They just spent more time outside of my neighborhood than inside, making sure things were right. Or they put it on my daughter to have to cook and to have to clean, and they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. So yeah, so that was that. So then I ended up quitting McDonald's. That was my second job. So I had 2 jobs at the time. So the kids
So here's the thing. In no way am I diminishing a job at McDonald's, right? Because a paycheck, let's be honest, y'all, a paycheck is a paycheck, right? However, Sky has 6 children. 6. I don't know how much McDonald's is paying. I've never worked at McDonald's. So my kids, when they were young, when they were teenagers, they worked at McDonald's, but I don't even remember what they were making. Unless she was a manager at McDonald's, I don't know. It just seems like Sky should be a little too old to be working at McDonald's as just a crew member, right? Like there's plenty of jobs out here to work. She works in healthcare. I think she's a CNA. So I don't know if she works in long-term care or she does home health aid. I'm not really sure. But she would probably benefit better by picking up extra clients than, I don't know. I just feel like unless you're a manager or a supervisor at McDonald's, I just feel like you're a little too old and have way too many kids to be working at McDonald's. Now, if McDonald's is the only job that you can find, then yeah, okay. But the fact that that was your second job, like she could have went and worked at Target, Walmart. I mean, I don't know. I'm just when I hear McDonald's, I always think of a teenager.
kids were in the house while I'm working 2 jobs, and so that was a lot. And then, as you guys know, also I had a miscarriage. I had a miscarriage in December. They removed it from me in January, because I did try. They gave me pills in December to remove it, but it didn't do. So they did it twice. So in January, beginning of January, they completely did the DNC.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on, sis. Did you say in the midst of you having a house that you can't keep clean because you have mental illness issues of bipolar, depression, and anxiety? And prayerfully, she's on medication for that. Hopefully, she is. And you're dealing with the anxiety of not being able to keep your house clean because it's riddled in roaches. And on top of that, you're a mom of 6 kids. And you just said that you were working 2 jobs. One of your jobs was McDonald's. You're saying in the midst of all that, you found time to get pregnant? By who? Well, you don't really have to tell us the name of the person. Sis, did you get pregnant in that house that's littered in roaches? Like, I would be embarrassed to even invite a man over to my house knowing I can't even have him go to the bathroom because roaches is crawling everywhere. Oh, wow.
I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. So then again, nobody knows that in beginning of June, in the beginning of June, I just had another miscarriage. I just had another miscarriage. So
So wait, what? So sis, you had a miscarriage in December, and then you turned around and had another one in June, like damn near 2 months ago. I mean, in no ways am I here to police Sky's vagina. Okay, in no way. Okay, because it's hers. She can do whatever she want to do with it. But sis, you got a lot going on in that house. Why is getting pregnant? Sis, you got 6 kids that you can't even control. You can't even. They don't even know how to clean up after themselves, and you trying to bring another baby into the equation. Like, what is wrong with you women not using protection until you're really sure this is the man that you should give a child to? Because you had 6 kids, several, she has a few baby daddies. I don't know how many, but I know she has more than 2 baby daddies. And you didn't marry any of those men. It sounds like you definitely didn't marry this one because you're not with him now. So so birth yet another baby to bring them into a single mom household that you're struggling to maintain because you have some medical issues. That's what I'm saying. You making excuses for your house, but you managed to figure out a way to have sex in the meanwhile. But you won't get up and clean up. Baby, she couldn't be my child.
the same guy who I did a live on about, the female situation. I don't even want to talk about that. I'll do that in another video. But yeah, both babies by the same guy. So yeah, that situation is done and over with. But anyway, so I just
She do,
recently had
Sabrina.
two miscarriages. So I had that going on. So that's working 2 jobs, um, kids back and forth to school. Cause people want to sit here and say I'm lazy, but it's not completely laziness. There is sometimes laziness in it because sometimes I get tired.
Right. So you're lazy. You admitted that you're lazy. So if people call you lazy, it's not like they're lying on you because you admitted that.
But y'all have to also think about I was working 2 jobs. There's doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. When kids are sick, you gotta be up at night with them.
Well, how you gonna be up at night with the kids when you said the only time you come out your room is to discipline and cook them something to eat? So what does doctor's appointments got to do with cleaning up your house? Are you at the doctor's appointment all day long? You got a doctor's appointment every day of the month? Every day in a 30-day month, you got a doctor's appointment every day? No. So what does doctor's appointments got to do with cleaning up your house, ma'am? Like you could clean your house in the middle of the night. You got doctor's appointments at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Up early mornings, stuff like that. I went through 2 miscarriages. Also helping my mom. Also helping my mom with some medical with some things that she had going on.
Exactly, Wicked.
Trying to be there for other family members. There's a lot that go on in my life that you guys don't see. And now I'm trying to here, go over there. And I'm trying to kind of like show my life a little more. But, you know, you can't completely come at people and just be like, oh, they're lazy, they're lazy. Like you can't do that. Like honestly. So
To sum up Sky's long story, the moral of the story is, in my opinion, it's a mindset thing, right? It's you're either a clean person or you're not. It's obviously she's not. There's just like she doesn't teach her children, more than likely her mama didn't teach her. More than likely she was raised in that same type of unclean environment in order for her to become an adult and start having her own family, and it's still not breaking that curse. Okay. And the fact that in this whole story she tells us that she had two miscarriages, like having a like, like, okay, sis, who, no, I'm being honest, who is the man my God, who is the man that came up in that house and didn't deliver you from the nonsense that you were living in? Like, how did he get that comfortable? He should have been looking at you trying to figure out why you so comfortable. I don't understand. And then the man's not even around anymore. So you would have birthed a baby for him had you not miscarried, and y'all not even together now. So then you would have been a single mom of 7 kids.
so it's all of that going on. And then I've tried moving because honestly at this point there's really no fixing of this apartment. There's no fixing of it. Let me finish my video right quick, okay? Everything will completely have to be moved out, bombed. Like I feel like the whole building will have to be bombed because they're gonna go from one apartment to the next, to the next, to the next. I just feel like honestly,
Nika said she would have had 8 kids, 2 miscarriages. Well, no, not necessarily, Nika, because she said she got pregnant in December. So, and then she turned around and got pregnant in June. Had she not miscarried with the baby in December, the baby in June would have never been conceived because she would have still been pregnant. So, again, like I said, it would have been 7 kids because if she had not miscarried in December, she wouldn't have been able to get pregnant again in June because she was already pregnant.
and cracks and stuff have to be sealed up, like all that stuff. Stop. So, so they're gonna have to do all of that. So moving out of this apartment is honestly the best thing for us, the best thing to be done. And that's honestly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us out of here. I'm trying to get us out of here for us to start over. I can start over and I can move into a new place, and my new place can be clean.
But that's what always happens, Sky. You just told us that. You said every time you move into a new place, you're cleaning every day, and then things just fall off. So moving to a new clean place and nasty in that house up for that homeowner or landlord or apartment complex or wherever you would move to is not helping the situation. Sis, you gotta dig deep inside of you and figure out why you allow yourself to let your house get to that condition. And number two, stay out the damn Goodwills and at the dumpsters, dragging stuff out the dumpsters and the Goodwills. It's bringing bugs into your home.
And be nice. And you know what I'm saying? Because I am tired of living in the clutter or whatever. I used to be the type of person who I see things on the side of the road, I pick it up, fix it up or whatever, sell it or whatever, or sometimes I keep it and I use it. So I'm out of that stage now. I don't pick up stuff outside the road unless it's a must, like must have, must need. Like somebody say, "Oh, I need a bassinet," and I might see a bassinet. I pick it up, clean it, and I give it to them.
I
Whatever.
mean, Scott, that's nice. It's nice that you take somebody else's junk and turn it into a treasure and give it, like, to me personally, that's a notable thing that she does. However, it brings bugs into your houses, because where do you think bugs come from? Outside. And if it's on the side of the road, more than likely it's on the side of the road for a reason. So she claims she stopped that behavior. I don't believe it. It's, she's a hoarder. She likes junking. And let's be honest, y'all. Back in the day, I used to love to go to the Goodwills and stuff. But one thing I did not do is I didn't get furniture out the Goodwill. I would get like knickknacks, clothes. Obviously, when I would get the clothes, I would always bring them home and wash them up real good and stuff before I would put them in the closets or dresser drawers or anything like that. But furniture is something, and don't get me wrong, there are some nice finds furnitures at the Goodwills and Salvation Armies and secondhand thrift stores. There is some beautiful finds, beautiful things. Because everybody, just because somebody gives something away doesn't necessarily mean it's junk. It just means they grew out of it or they no longer want it. It's been many times I've been to the Goodwills and the thrift stores and there were tags still on things, right? Because a lot of times people just buy stuff just to be buying and really don't even need it. And then people pass away, you have estate sales and you can find really nice things. So I'm not, no, in no mean, but what I'm saying for her is she's digging. She just said that she gets stuff off the side of the road, probably at dumpsters and stuff like that. You're digging trash out of the trash. So what are you doing? Whatever bugs is inside of that, you're bringing it in your home. And that's what's causing the additional problem. On top of the fact that you're not cleaning up.
But other than, like, I don't do stuff like that no more. So also with my shopping, I've tried cutting down on my shopping. I'm like doing a whole lot better. I'm doing a whole lot better. I kind of spend more money on like food wise, like, maybe takeout or something like that, than other things. But
She's spending money on takeout because the kitchen is littered in roaches and she doesn't want to cook in the kitchen. We watched Sky the other day when she was doing the kitchen video where she was cleaning her nasty stove. She had to wash dishes in order to transfer the food out the skillet and put it into a pan, for the finished product. So she's doing takeout because she don't want to cook in the nasty kitchen, obviously. But the reason why the kitchen is nasty has a lot to do with her.
I've cut back on most of my shopping on unnecessary things. So that's why you guys will see too many shopping videos. Like, you'll see me go to the store, but a lot of times it's just me going and doing a video, not me really going to buy nothing. Unless I go to like Dollar Tree, something like we need and stuff like that. So I've cut back on that. But like I said, this place is like, we're gonna continue to clean. I'm not gonna stop doing the cleaning. Like, that's going to continue to happen. Because I want us to live in a clean place. But the bugs are so bad, like really, really bad. And so I just to get us out of here. So like I said, I have tried to move. I did give my I did get approved for a place at one point, not too long ago. The end of last year, I got approved for a place. I sent in the deposit. They took over a month to send me the deposit back because the next day they called me after I sent the deposit. It's like, oh, somebody else got approved before you, so you can't get the place. And then so they had another place. I said, well, can you just take the deposit on this place since you done already approved me and everything? They wouldn't do that. I had to redo everything all over again, which made no sense. So I felt like they were just trying to take my money, but then eventually it did show back up after a month later because she's like, oh, we'll have it back to you within 24 to 48 hours. but it came back like a month later. And by the time my voucher had been expired for me to move. So, and my worker, she would not extend the voucher.
Wait,
Um,
sis, you got Section 8? Oh my God. So let me get this straight. You got Section 8. Don't they come and inspect these homes once a year on Section 8? Because they have to make sure the house is what does they call it? Like code enforcement or whatever. My homegirl, she used to have to do an annual inspection with Section 8 every year. So when they come to your house and they see it littered in roaches, that's not a reason to fail the house, so to make the landlord get it back right, so and basically stop his rent until he get. So do you, oh my God, I don't. The landlord can report her to Section 8. Well, it sounds like from what she says, the apartment she lives in is littered in roaches. I don't know if it's from her or they were there already when she got there. I don't know. So you got Section 8 and you living like that, sis? Like at this point, no, really. What's the purpose of having Section 8 and you living like I don't understand that. I don't. I'm sorry, y'all don't. I'm like I'm speechless. I don't. Girl, you got a whole Section 8 voucher, and it does right, Suma. It don't make any sense. Why are you? Why have you told your worker that your house is infested in roaches? Like that's unsanitary. Section 8 don't do anything about that. Or are you even telling them? Are you scared to tell them because you know you're the reason why the roaches are there? I mean, at this point, somebody needs to know something. Oh my goodness, girl, the girl got Section 8.
um, my worker does a lot of ignoring me when it comes to me calling. We're able to call, we're able to text. I've called, I've texted, I've asked
Really
for
be honest.
inspections to be done because the ceiling in my girl's room is falling. Well, it was leaking from the shower. They finally came in probably 2 weeks after I complained about it. I kept complaining. They finally came in. The guy came in, pulled the ceiling down. So it's a big hole in my girl's ceiling. What on the other side is a big crack from water leaking again from somewhere else. I don't even know where they found a leak for that one. So that one finally stopped. But it's a big hole. So now
Girl, what housing authority are you dealing with? What Section 8 housing authority are you dealing with? Because in no way should your children be living in a bedroom with no ceiling or with a big hole in the ceiling.
I have to wait for them to even patch that up before I can put my little girls back in the room. So my oldest girl, she stays on the other side of the room. So my little girls are sleeping in the other room with my boys, which I don't like doing that, but I have no choice but to do that because it's nothing to fall on them. It's not, it's safe for them to be in.
I agree, Miss Purple. Like I told the chat earlier, I found Sky a couple years ago, and her house was nasty 2-3 years ago. So nothing has really changed with her. But it's Sky making all the excuses. The fact of the matter is, if you have some maintenance requests that are not being taken care of by your landlord and you have Section 8, you need to, if you got to go above your worker's head. Like there's no way that your kids should be living in a bedroom and they got a big ass hole in the ceiling. If that, I mean, the roaches are probably just falling on top of their bed at this point.
In there. So I have 4 sleeping in one room. Then my oldest daughter in her room, and then baby boys in my room. So I'm just like fighting to try to get us out of here. I've tried calling the supervisor. I've tried calling her supervisor. Um, I went when I go to doctor's appointments. I've tried talking to social workers. I've literally tried everything. So now I'm just to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm doing my cleaning, I'm putting my videos out, and I'm just like not going to let nobody stop me from trying to get me and my kids out of here, because I feel like I still work my job. So I'm working my job and I'm also doing, social media, and people post crazy things.
No, no, no. Let me clarify. M said TMR. She said she got Section 8, but the apartments approved her after her voucher expired, so more than likely she don't have it. That was when she was trying to transfer to another apartment. She still has Section 8. Her voucher to move to another apartment expired. So she currently still has Section 8 where she's at. Just her chance to move lapsed because of the place that she was dealing with. That's exactly what she said. If you want to, you can go back in her video and listen to it again.
Things like, get up off your lazy tail and get off social media and go clean. Like, social media gets people houses. Social media can move me and my kids up out of here. Like, you're telling me to not post on here, not be on social media, and like that makes no sense.
No, sis, it makes a lot of sense. The people telling you not to put that on, because sis, it's ridiculous at this point. Like, you have kids that are school age. Somebody that goes to your children's school could see this video and make fun of them because of the way their mother has them living in unhabitable conditions. You're saying social media helps people get houses. Since you've been on here for quite some time, several years, and social media hasn't helped you do that yet. So at this point, you're just on social media getting an extra check to add to your income. All right. Section 8 probably don't even know you're doing social media and get paid off of it.
So I'm not allowing people to stop me this time. Like, it's not going to happen. You can say whatever you want. People can put videos out. I don't know if they have. I really don't care. But I'm just not going to let nothing stop me this time. Like, it's just not going to happen. But I did want to come here, and I did want to explain of why my place looks the way it does. So, like I said, it does come in with some laziness because I do get tired, and I have the right to get tired. I don't have to be. People make it seem like moms are supposed to always be strong, and I don't have to always be strong. I don't have to always be go 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 go. I don't have to always be like that. I don't. So, and then
You're right, Sky. Moms do have the right to be tired, right? We definitely have the right to be tired. But moms shouldn't have the capabilities of having their children living in filth and using the reason that they're tired. That's the problem, Sky.
in my mental health, it's a lot with that too. So, but I'm pushing past all of that. Like, I'm pushing past all of that and I'm getting it done. Like, but like I said, it's not gonna make no difference until I get us up out of here, because I can do everything I can to the apartment. I can clean it spotless clean, and they're still
QE,
gonna
that's
be here.
horrible.
Does not matter. Everything literally would have to be moved out of here in order for them to be gone. Everything would have to be moved out of here. It would have to be bombed, because I did bomb it. I cleaned out the closets, the cabinets, and everything. Me and the kids and my dog, we went to my mom's house. I bombed it, and I came back, and it's like it made no difference.
Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, bombing actually really doesn't work. What bombing does is unearth the roaches that are hiding in the crevices, in the walls. All it does is bring them out. So really, bombing makes it worse. What really needs to happen, there's something that Sky can do. She can get some boric acid, put a little sugar in it. That's an old remedy. Put a little sugar in it and start, lacing her counters, her baseboards. And no, also, she really needs to get a real bug exterminator in her home. That's actually, the chemicals that the companies use is really what's going to help. Like, she can do, but bombing, it really doesn't work. All it does is unearth them and bring whichever ones are hiding in corners and crevices. All that does is bring them out.
it made no difference at all. So we really would have to move out of here. It has gotten that bad, and I just can't take it. Like, I can't take it. I don't want this for my children. I
Right,
don't want
ice
this for
therapy,
me.
boric acid does.
And I'm going to make it happen no matter what nobody has to say about me, no matter how much people dog me, talk about me. I don't care. I'm to that point. Like, I don't care no more. So like I said when I first got on here, I'm still smiling. I'm still smiling. And I'm still smiling. And I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna
I mean, since I mean, at this point, I guess you can't do anything else but smile. I mean, at the end of the day, your roach problem isn't our problem. We're just watching because you put it on the internet. Yes, people talk about it because it's something to talk about. Because there's probably somebody who lives in your apartment complex that isn't a nasty person, but unfortunately, because they're a neighbor of yours, now they have to live with your roaches because you won't make your kids clean up and because you get tired and you won't clean up as well too. Now y'all notice she mentioned her bipolar and anxiety and depression in the very beginning of this video, but throughout this whole 22 minutes, sis didn't mention it no more. She had many other excuses, but that wasn't one of them. Sky, we'll talk to you later, sis. Good luck on the cleaning. Bye. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, there you have it. Yeah, boy. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. Smiling with roaches. Yeah, that's what she's doing. I could never do that. Hell no. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. There's some things that I'll tolerate, but nastiness, bugs crawling all over the place, baby. I just can't do it. And the fact that but see, Sky has normalized her situation. That's basically what she has done because she's normalized living in filth. And then she's offended because people are talking about her. And maybe deep down inside, Sky doesn't want to live like that. But because maybe she was never taught, she wasn't raised in a different environment. Maybe she was raised in a different, a nasty environment. It's kind of like embedded in her or instilled in her. I'm giving her another excuse, but again, I don't know her childhood rearing. I don't know how that works. But the fact that Sky has lived in many houses since she's been on this YouTube thing, and all those houses were nasty, just makes me think it has more to do with it has nothing to do with your bipolar situation. It has a lot to do with being nasty and trifling. And maybe she doesn't want to be called that. And that's fine. I wouldn't want to be called nasty or trifling either. Well, how you do that, sis, is you get yourself together, clean your house, get it back up where it needs to be. If the house is infested with roaches, do what you said. Throw all that junk out because based off what we saw in that living room cleaning video, like the mail bin sitting in the middle of your living room floor. Yes, sis, you don't need that. That needs to be in the garbage. You don't need a mail bin unless you're running a small business over there. Okay, you don't need a mail bin in your house. And whatever, she had a gas can sitting in her living room. Sis, why is a gas can sitting in your living room? You don't need that. Throw it away. I'm pretty sure she probably got 2 or 3 gas cans sitting around the house. You said Miss Lily said Sky's life, no change, always making excuses. Ain't nothing wrong with her. If she got time to lay up, she got time to clean. Exactly, Miss Lily. That's my thing. If you got time to do the funky comedina and get pregnant once, not once, but twice within 6 months, sis, you got time to pick up a broom and a dustpan and a mop. Okay, and get to sweeping and mopping. Because in that whole cleaning video, we saw sis sweep, but we never saw her vacuum. She swept the floor, but she never went back. And once she swept all the trash off the floor, sis didn't go back with a vacuum cleaner. Um, Andrea said, my mother is bipolar with schizophrenia, and she is the cleanest person I know, immaculate, unless she is in the throes of a breakdown and needs to be hospitalized. And we understand that, Andrea. But Sky told us that she don't come out her room, okay? The funky comedina, Simple D. Sky says she doesn't come out her room. She says she basically stays in her room when she's in that house. And she only comes out to discipline children and feed them a meal. That's it. Okay, that's all she does. The funky comedina, Nikki. That's what she was over there doing, honey. She was doing the wild thing. I wanna know what man was over there. God forgive me, honey. What man was over there laying up in that house, ma'am? He probably wasn't worth the legs he walked in your house on, baby. Okay? Whatever man that was comfortable laying in the bed, rolling around it with you in that nasty house, my God. Who? Matter of fact, it don't even matter because you ain't with him no more anyway. Woo. Yes, honey, she was over there doing the wild thing, baby. What's up, Pearl? When she got time, yeah, she said when she got time. She said she busy. She got to go to doctor's appointments, and she can't clean her house because she got to take kids to school and go to doctor's appointments. I said, baby, Kiki, he had to be. That man had to be just as trifling. He had to be. No self-respecting man is getting ready to sit on the couch and watch TV with her with the roaches falling from the ceiling. There's no way no self-respecting man would have done that. None. She can't tell me she had a good guy over there. Okay? No good guy is getting ready to do that. Because honey, he would have been nervous and scared. All right. Whew, okay, y'all. Let's move on. Her channel name is Sky's Life, Pretty Hair. Okay. And here's the thing, y'all. Let me just say this. I wish Sky the best. I really do. You know what? I swear to goodness, I hate the fact that girl has normalized her living situation. I hate that for her. Thank you, Vaughn. I hate that for her. But she got to hate it more than me. You could tell Sky wants to live good and she wants to you could tell that she really wants to give her kids a good environment, right, to live in, but it's really not in her because like she said, every house they move into, it's clean, it's nice, and halfway into the living in the clean house, sis manages to nasty it up. Between her and her kids, they nasty the house right on up. Multiple baby daddies, but none care about the kiddos. The roaches had to knock on her bedroom door, baby. The roaches probably just slid up under the door, okay? Because you know she's sitting in that room with the door closed, as if she not. Can you imagine that, being a mom of 6 kids and staying in your room the whole entire time? Like, how does that even happen? You don't like engaging with your children while y'all living in the house together? Shut the door for what? Now I understand lights out, you put the kiddos to bed and you go in your room and you shut your door. I get that. But when those kids are up and moving around, it's in the middle of the day and you sitting in the room with your door closed and they got to knock on the door. Mama, can I have some cookies? Child, where does she keep the cookies at? Because you know, honey, unless she got a cookie jar around there, she probably got to keep the cookies in the refrigerator. Because y'all know she can't, you know how some people open up the pack of cookies and they seal it back and then put it back in their cabinet? Child, she's not doing that over there. Poor thing. She probably can't even, everything's probably in Ziploc bags, or she probably got Walmart bags and everything tied up in Walmart bags. And oh my God. Oh boy. Okay. Reed said, I worked for RAC and I lasted 2 weeks. She is not the only person living like that. I quit the day I refused to go in a customer's house because I could smell the roaches. Y'all know y'all know you can smell them. Yes, you're right, Reed. When your house is infested with those roaches, they definitely have a smell. I don't know what that smell is about. Okay. Because I done been in a couple houses where I said, there's some roaches up in here, because it just has a distinct odor. The house has a distinct odor about it. I don't know what it is and what it's about. You said, notice how Peach encourages this ish. Yes, she living better than all of them. It's giving Mona Scott Young. It definitely is. Black and Bougie. You know what's so funny? She taking those people money for that mindset class, and Peach is literally laughing all the way to the bank. But let's be honest, y'all. What can Peach really do? She can't really do anything. Like, she could probably talk to Sky and say, girl, you might want to get your house cleaned up. But let's be honest, Sky ain't really listening to her, because it's, to me, it's already embedded in Sky to be trifling and nasty. When she came on here with 101 excuses why her house was nasty, instead of just saying, y'all, I'm just not a clean person. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? You either watch my videos or you don't watch them. But unfortunately, this is our living situation. This is where we're at. What's up, Sheikah? She can't say that. You said, what the hell do roaches smell like? But Shay, it has I can't even explain it. It just has a funky odor to it. I can't even explain it. But if you ever been into houses that's in the projects and they got a roach problem, you can definitely tell it smell like a wet basement, or it smell like it's old up in there. I don't know. You see, yeah, it definitely does have a distinct odor. It does. It definitely does. Poor thing. Oh, oily and musty. Yeah, maybe that's a good description. Musty. It has like a musty smell. Mindset, but trifling, but no common sense. None whatsoever. The fact that Sky came on, thank you, Ashley. The fact that Sky came on here to rationalize her nastiness is like mind-boggling to me at this point. Like, girl, how do you rationalize that other than just saying, y'all, I'm nasty? I understand Sky want to make money on the internet, but sis, that's not how you gonna do it. Hey, Latrice, welcome to the break room. That's not how you gonna do it, baby. That's not how you gonna do it. It's not becoming of a young woman with 6 kids to be living in a roach infested house and putting it on the internet. That is not. I don't care what Peach telling you. That's not becoming. The only thing Peach is telling you is put out your content. Okay. Peach can't even really give you a mindset, because Peach herself don't even clean up. Her husband do. And when her and her husband are not able to clean up, she'll go hire somebody. Peach is over there paying her mama $1,000 to wash their clothes. Okay. What can Peach really tell you? She don't even clean her own house. Her husband does. Whew. Okay, y'all. Let's move on. All right. So we already been here for an hour, and so I'm definitely not going to take a whole lot of you guys' time, but y'all know we have been going this we're at the end of the trilogy of My Jazzy Life, y'all. So Jasmine came on this internet today, and I'm gonna be honest with you, after yesterday with the landlord gate debacle, I really thought Jasmine was gonna go somewhere and maybe rest for a day or two. Y'all know, you know how she likes to take her breaks. I thought this was going to be the occasion where Jasmine go and take her breaks, but hunty, she did not. So Jasmine went live today, y'all. She went live looking just like this, okay? And she basically said that there's a reaction channel with her landlord's, the picture of her landlord's house on their community tab. And because of that, Jasmine fears that she's going to be put out of her home, because the landlord's going to get wind of he's basically being doxxed on the internet, and Jasmine feel like it's this is her problem, and he's going to punish her for that. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's been a lot of gossip about Jasmine and this whole landlord situation. I do remember a few months ago, Jasmine said that she re-signed her lease. But we also know a few months ago, Jasmine was also looking to move. If y'all remember, a few months back, around the first part of the year, Jasmine and Chris went to look at the house with the 2 living rooms. And we heard no more about that house. So in this video, Jasmine talked about possibly going to a 2-bedroom, getting a 2-bedroom apartment. Jasmine definitely was really turning on the pity train of her situation. But the funny part about this live, and we're going to take just a quick peek at her live, but the funny part about this live was one thing. In her live, her supporters, the people who, tried to lift her up, was really, I think they're tired of Jasmine at this point. They're wore out. Jasmine will wear your ass out. I don't understand how Chris even sits up there with her, because she will wear you out. Jasmine got on this internet today, and her people in her comments was like, Jasmine, At this point, sis, is the internet even worth all that you're going through? Oh, honey, Jasmine set up and said, "What do you mean? Who's going to be with my kids? I got to be here with my kids." As if the internet is the only way that you can be at home with your kids. Girl, after the pandemic, it's a thing called work from home. So the people was like, "Well, Jasmine, why?" And these are the people that support her. These weren't trolls. These were people who are frequent in her chat. They said, "Well, Jasmine, at this point, sis, why not just take a break? Okay, because you definitely need a break. Take a break and go get a job for a couple of months." Jasmine wasn't hearing that. Jasmine wanted her Cash App to start dinging. She wanted to hear beep, ching, 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 ching. And I don't, unless she had the silence on her phone, but man, the few minutes I was in her live, I ain't hear no Cash Apps going off. And then she decided to bring her camera out because she said her camera is completely broke. I said, oh, okay, well then go get it fixed, sis. Didn't you say you ordered some screws for it? Well, go get it fixed. Well, I guess Jasmine was trying to figure out a way she can get the people to buy her a new camera. Now, Valerie bought your baby an Elmo book, sis. I don't know if she's going to shoot for a $700 camera. Yeah, I don't know if Valerie's going to shoot for that, but I don't know. If you keep asking, maybe she'll give in. But at this point, Jasmine, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Jasmine needs to go sit down somewhere for a while. Like, Chris, in my opinion, ever since Chris came into her life, other than after like the first couple months, I'm gonna be honest with you, ever since she got pregnant with Stinker, okay, Jasmine's channel and her herself has literally went down in the toilet. Has literally went down in the toilet. Like she thinks Chris is a knight in shining armor, but Chris is more like the Charles Manson for her channel. Because, there is a true statement. A man will bring you down if you let them. And I truly feel like Chris is slowly dragging her down this slippery slope that she's not going to be able to slide back up. Jasmine, I didn't understand. I said, this girl is miserable. This is a miserable. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not fun to be, but here's the thing. It's not fun to go through stuff on the internet, right? That's not fun. But unless your landlord himself has said to you, you being on the internet has caused me too many problems. You got to get up out my house. I don't understand why you sitting on the camera shaking and trembling. Me personally, instead of sitting on the camera talking to your audience for an hour, sis, why you wasn't on the phone with an attorney, public legal aid or public aid, whatever they call it, legal aid, I believe that's what it's called. Why wouldn't you on the phone with some type of attorney at this point? Because the simple fact that social media is so prevalent now, like everybody does social media, don't you understand there are many, many attorneys now taking cases like Jasmine could potentially have, if it's a case to have? Like, they're really into that now, like, because so many people do social media. But yet Jasmine chose to sit on the internet and cry to her audience as if they was going to reach out their camera and hand her a piece of tissue. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to something really quick. Give me just one moment. I just want y'all to hear something that was going on in her live. Okay, give me a moment. Let me make sure I got it right where it needs to be. Okay, let me pull you guys in.
I'm trying to read those comments. They just keep jumping. Yeah, I agree, Coco. It is, and I want to keep pushing the videos into the gallery. Thank you.
Somebody in Jasmine's chat said, so what do you plan on doing about it? Action wise, going live is only going to make it worse. Like we've all been telling Jasmine that. Like, sis, why do you keep going live? Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Jasmine needs to let this internet thing go at this point because sis, I've said this many times. This girl is full of chaos and confusion. Every month, it's nothing but drama on her channel. Every freaking month. And she relishes in this drama. People who don't want drama, they try to, steer away from it. Honey, Jasmine goes through it like head first. She runs right into the drama. This is how she was looking during the whole live. Just sitting there staring at the camera for a whole hour. Her chat was doing more talking than her, and she's the one who initiated the live. It's like at this point, Jasmine, what you want us to do about your problem? It's your problem. Who's going to fix it but you? The world can't fix your problem. It's your... When I have problems, I don't go live, right? I figure out my problem and get it handled the best way I know how. This girl literally acts like she can't cope with life. I don't know if it's an act or if it's deliberate, but she acts as if she has no coping mechanism. She did the same thing when Philip left her, right? It wasn't as bad, but she did it. Since Chris has been in her life, it's been worse. A man is supposed to make you smile. Like, how come you can't never get on the phone and talk to Chris about the things that you're going through personally? Because let's be honest, I'm pretty sure her chat is wore the hell out at this point. Because I know y'all wore out, and all I'm doing is reacting to it. And I try not to react to her whole live because it is draining. So, imagine your homegirl, every time you see her name on the caller ID, you roll your eyes because you know she calling with some drama. Imagine picking up the phone with Jasmine every time her name come up on your caller ID. You're just gonna start rolling your eyes to the point where you're gonna let that sis go to the voicemail, and you just gonna text and say, "Hey sis, I'm kind of busy. What's up?" Because imagine talking to her on the phone all the time. Never any good news. She never comes on this internet with anything uplifting, inspiring, anything good to talk about, life changes, great updates, nothing. It's just my pitiful ass life. Baby, if I had to live like this, I would end it, okay? I wouldn't live like this. For what? Like, you're a mother of 5 children. How do you effectively parent your children when you're always in some type of debacle situation when it comes to the internet? Like, how do you have the energy for that? And because you don't have the energy, that's not fair to your kids. They're not the reason why you're dealing with what you allegedly deal with on the internet. In my opinion, Jasmine is partially responsible for a lot what she goes through on the internet.
I just look for an apartment. I feel like apartments are harder to find. Maybe that's what we need. Even though I did apply for some houses, but I still feel like apartments are harder to find. I just want my kids to have a house.
Like, you want your kids to have a house? Well, even if you had to move out this house, you can't find another one? Didn't you find this one? You won't be able to find another one?
That's something different that I really wanted that. I wanted to have this. And it's like I finally found something I can do and, take care of my kids and be around them. But nobody don't want that to happen. They don't want to see that happen. So they do everything.
Ever since Hannah and Philip decided not to keep those kids for the summer, this girl has had drama after drama after drama on her channel. I really feel like this got a lot. Also, maybe it doesn't have a lot to do, but it definitely has a lot to do with, or somewhat. Let me say that, somewhat to do with the fact that Philip did not hold up on his end of the bargain of keeping those kids Monday through Friday. Dude, I guarantee you, if Philip would have kept those kids Monday through Friday, like they all agreed to prior to school letting out, we wouldn't be getting these videos. I guarantee you that.
The power to just take it away.
So this is the part I want y'all to hear.
Really nice ones. Really nice ones. How funny. If somebody actually get on here and say that they personally put your information out here, they personally did it. It's personal to them.
But if this what it looks like to make, Jasmine says we want her life, we want her influencer life. I mean, sis, really at this point, you shouldn't even want it. Because if the internet got you feeling like this, why are you doing it? Imagine going to your job every day and this is how you wake up and this is how you look going to work every day. How long are you going to keep that job? And in no way am I telling Jasmine to get off the internet. I mean, because at this point, if she wants to be on here, she can. But what type of situation are you really in where this is how you look damn near every day you come on the camera, be it a live or a video? Just listen.
Don't stop. Don't touch this. Don't touch it.
We've been saying that for the longest, Simply D.
I'm gonna have to use it. So I get another one. Girl, I don't know how she got my landlord information. I don't know what y'all asking me. Y'all asking the wrong person. How she get your information? How she get your landlord's information? I don't even know. I didn't even know what my landlord stayed until today, as far as their house. I didn't know what their house looked like. Shit. I don't know. You asking the wrong person. Why don't you go over to their page and ask them, how are you getting her public info? Not public. I guess it is public. I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't know. I don't know how to describe anybody's information. I don't know.
Y'all listening?
funny. She said I care more about YouTube. I care more about financially being financially stable. Fuck, you keep saying YouTube. It's more than that. I care about being financially stable, being able to provide. That's what.
So if you care about being financially stable and being able to provide, you said it's more than YouTube, then what's the problem, Jasmine? Don't you have a bachelor's degree that you love to remind us of at least a couple times a year? So you got a better leg than probably some of the people in your chat. Like you got something to fall back on. You got a degree, sis. Go pull that degree out the closet, off the wall, blow the dust off of it, and get it to work. Like, I don't understand why. This is Jasmine's problem. Jasmine's feel like most of the mommies that she watch do YouTube full time. So if they are able to do YouTube full time, then why can't I? Because Jasmine, your channel is not constructed like their channels are. Your channel's constructed very differently, right? They have channels that people actually enjoy going to watch. People come to your channel, sis, to watch the train wreck, and at times it's not enjoyable. So that you can't compare their situation to your situation. The reality is, if the internet got you feeling like this, then you need to go find something else or add something to what you got going on to make you feel a different way. Jasmine definitely needs a change of scenery, but she doesn't understand it, or she doesn't want to admit that. But she definitely needs a change of scenery, because at this point, this is ridiculous. But let's continue listening.
What I care about, I care more about YouTube than I'm stupid. I care about my kids way more. Trust me. This is why I started this. That's not even why I started it, because I started it for memories. That's what it was. When I learned that you can make a income off of this, it was more about being financially stable. And it's really an easy job.
Jasmine, you don't hear that, sis? You see how she tunes those kids out? How the hell do you tune all that noise out the stinkerbug is making in the background? How come you don't turn around, put your phone on mute, and get your son together? Now, it sounds like he's playing with some toys, but since you're on a live stream, you don't think that's distracting to the people listening to your live stream?
He got a bucket and running around. You seem overly focused on YouTube. I'm overly focused on money, making money, provide. You're blind by the fact that I'm on YouTube. You're tunnel vision. You're really tunnel vision with that situation.
No, Jasmine, hey, why you getting on here arguing with the people in the chat? The people in the chat ain't the reason for your problem, sis. What you fighting with the chat for? You need to go fight with the person or persons that's causing you this alleged grief that you're experiencing. But yet and still, Stinkerbug in the background banging and clanging, and she's more focused on the chat than she is what her son is doing.
And it's okay. Some people are. You have a right to your opinion, but
she doesn't think Pearl, she doesn't think YouTube is the only way to make money. It's the only way she wants to make money.
I have right to mine too. Your shit is wrong. Sorry, not sorry. That's what I said. I was like, y'all shouldn't even be responding back.
Wait a minute, hold on. Just Regina. You said go to Kale's chat at 1 hour 13 minute mark. An attorney comes in and drop major T. I'm going to continue to write this until you see this. Well, just Regina, how about I do this? I um how about I just drop the link and you come tell us what she said? Do you want to do that? Can you come tell me what happened? Let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, you're driving? Okay. You said 1 hour and 13 minutes. Okay, let me see. All right, give me one moment, y'all. All right, you guys. Okay, so I can't take credit for Kels's video because okay, I can't take credit for Kels's video. So obviously, this is the name of her channel is Sofa Time Talks with Kels. Um, it's some I did hear just a little bit of it, so let me bring it on real quick. Um, let me pull up her video. So give me a moment. Let me pull up her. Oh, wait a minute. I can go right here. And after this live, I'll go ahead and put the link to her channel in the live so y'all can continue to watch the video. So give me just one moment. Okay. Let me pull you guys in real quick. Give me a moment.
If he was that type of guy, but he's not.
That type of man wouldn't be with her. Look at her. Why would any man worth anything actually be with Jasmine? She has not one redeeming quality. Not one at all.
And it's not like long as he get to use her, she pay that card note, she spend that money, she get that EBT. Why would he care about what she do? Hold on, we got the delayed on the line. They said they got some tea, so we're gonna let them speak. Welcome to Delayed.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
Jasmine is not lying about her landlords coming out to the house.
Okay.
All right. So I am an attorney as well as a real estate agent. So I have access to shit. Okay.
All right.
Now, as far as the pizza, have no idea about it. But as far as the CPS cases catching up with her, people calling her sponsorship companies to get all of this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Jasmine runs her fucking mouth too much.
Yes. Yes.
And when I tell you that she has been watched for the last 6 months by authorities, that's why her shit is fucked up now. And I'm sorry, I can't say but so much.
I know.
Because of but just understand, it's not a hoax. Jasmine is not lying. Wow. And the Jasmine Lord did not receive a call. It was not a call. But somebody put in some work, and within 24 hours, they were sitting in her living room.
Wow. Jasmine's gonna have a hard time renting from an apartment or a house.
Wow. So they've been watching her. Is it the CP? I know you can't really specify, but is it like CPS investigations been watching her for 6 months?
It's a conglomerate.
Oh,
this is not just one. Yeah, this isn't just one way. And see, this is where Jasmine really fucks herself in the ass. When you try to give Jasmine any type of constructive criticism, she lets her mods run her chat.
Yeah.
And she does not say anything to folks that she doesn't know is even in the chat who's trying to get her the game.
Right.
But she's more interested in $2 and $3 mods that can send her a cash app than actually sitting the fuck down and listening to what somebody is trying to convey to her.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, y'all. I mean, y'all want to go finish listening to that tea, y'all can go over there. So apparently Jasmine has some people watching her. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I mean, that's I don't know what's going on, you guys. Like I said, I just react to the videos. I have no idea on all that extra stuff is going on, but I definitely felt like the landlord coming to her house was a true story, because Jasmine's whole demeanor changed from Pizzagate to Landlord Gate. Like her whole total demeanor changed from those videos, right? So it definitely could be a possibility. Well, it's not. I definitely agree. But I don't know to the depth of what they're talking about. Like I don't know any of that, because I don't have the capacity to find out that type of information. So I don't know that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm just a little measly reactor over here. I don't know how to get into the paperworks and all that. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't want to get into that. Yeah, she's too shook, Curly Sue. Something is definitely going on, and Jasmine definitely is worried about her livelihood. And instead of her sitting on the internet, she needs to be putting plans in motion. Okay, I understand she still needs to make money, but you need to focus on other things. Jasmine need to get yeah, that's Nikki. I'm just a little measly old reactor over here. Okay, honey, we just be over here gossiping about what these moms got going on. And again, I don't know what Jasmine got going on, but she definitely got something going on based off what that person said. So again, that was Sofa Time Talks with Kels' channel. If y'all want to go watch her entire live, I believe it's an hour and a half, I believe it said. You guys can definitely go over to her channel and watch the live from the beginning to the end. I don't know, but at this point, Jasmine's mother definitely needs to come help her. Okay, I don't know if Cheryl could be of any help. Okay, but she definitely needs to come help her. Okay, 2820. And gave the landlord's information. You said TMR Talks said that no one from YouTube called, but did report her to CPS again and gave them the landlord's information. And CPS called the landlord, who now knows what Phil, etc. and what he's. Oh wow. Okay. You said no attorney would risk their license and come on live gossiping channel and talk about a possible case. But here's the thing, though. We don't know who this attorney is. Like, she has a YouTube sign-on name that more than likely is not her actual name. You know what I'm saying? So how would we be able to detect who she is and where she's from? You know, now the reality is, y'all, we can't act like there's not teachers watching, there's not attorneys watching. There are people in all type of professions that watch social media, right? It's not just a bunch of house moms that watch Jasmine. Okay, so we got to understand that. Now, if is that person a real attorney? I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. Now, I will say most attorneys don't talk like that. They typically talk, you know, they don't use as many cuss words. But let's be honest, y'all. She's not at work. She was on a social media website on YouTube, on a YouTube channel, kicking the shit. Okay, so she wasn't, it's not like she was talking to one of her clients or she was in the courtroom. Okay, so let's be honest, when people are not at work, they kind of talk and act the way they want to. When you're at work, you act more professional, right? But when you're not at work, you act like you do when your work clothes are off. Yeah, no. I don't, like I said, I don't know. When she said that Jasmine worries about her chat, and I'm thinking to myself, what does the chat have to do with, like, if you're coming on here to tell us some compelling information, and you know this from your professional expertise, and you're able to get to files and that no one, you know, a regular ordinary person couldn't get to, and you're able to get to it because you have, you know, a lawyer's degree. What does Jasmine chat and the people in her chat got to do with, you know what I'm saying? How they, you know, talk, like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I mean, like I said, y'all, the internet is full of a lot of stuff that's going on. And all I can say at this point, Jasmine, good luck to you, sis, because I just don't know what has happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since Jasmine pulled that shenanigan with Chrissy, and when she told Olivia Chrissy's business, like a lot of Jasmine, not only just that, it's been other things, but I don't know, that kind of popped in my head today when I just feel when she exposed Chrissy to Olivia, and Olivia came on here, called herself trying to spill Chrissy's tea. I feel like Jasmine has gotten a lot of karma for that, along with Olivia too. But I think Jasmine's got a lot of doses of karma, because the same way Jasmine spilled Chrissy's tea to Olivia, then Olivia turned around and came to the internet to spill Jasmine's tea to us. Okay. So, and you're right. You never know who is watching, and the internet is for everybody. You're definitely right. You would have to, Ms. Tilu said, you would have to listen and everything she was saying to understand. Oh, okay. I would have to listen to everything. Yeah. I'm gonna let you guys, like I said, y'all, that's just a little bit more. I really just like, you know, discussing what I think is going on and stuff like that. You know, if Jasmine has herself in types of some type of legal trouble, I mean, good luck to you, sis. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Good luck to you. Me personally, the internet would be the least thing on my mind. If Jasmine truly has some type of legal situation going on with CPS or anything else, the internet should be the least of her concern. Okay. The internet definitely should be the least of her concern at this point. Just got wait out to see how it all works out. Yeah, at this point, Rose, that's all you can do. Suma, you probably Suma said, Leon, you probably haven't had a lot of conversation with lawyers outside of their office. There are lawyers with reaction channels. Yeah, well, if you guys ever watch what is it called? The Lead Attorney. The Lead Attorney, he's a lawyer that has a YouTube channel, and child, he cussed like a sailor. But he definitely entertains his chat, because, honey, at times he has 3 and 4 and 5,000 people in his chat when he does decide to go live. So the Lead Attorney, honey, he cusses his tail off. Okay, now that's one attorney channel that I know of. The other one, what's her name? Is it Emily D. Baker? Emily D. Baker. She does a little skit called what's it called? Coffee and Cursey Words. So she cusses too. So again, the lady definitely could be an attorney. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. She wasn't on the clock when she was on Sofa's channel. She wasn't on the clock. She was off the clock. So she could talk however she wants to. And let's be honest, We didn't see her face. We just heard her voice, right? She didn't acknowledge herself by name. So how would we be able to tell? Well, she could live in any state. She don't necessarily got to live in Texas. She could live in any state. We don't know. So there's no really way to know this woman's identity. You said Royal Galaxy, exactly. Seriously, Suma, it's not far fetched at all. Lawyers do have reaction channels. Yeah, that's true. So, but again, you guys, we don't know. Yeah, the lead attorney definitely cuts up. We don't really know at this point, but I don't really know what else to say. I mean, Jasmine just needs to be careful. I just really feel like Chris is not helpful to her, because if he was, she shouldn't. Let me say that. She shouldn't be in any type of situation, because if he is supposed to be a good man, he's supposed to be an asset to your life. It just seems like Chris is a deficit, because it just seems like her channel has went downhill since he came aboard. That's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about that. My doctor has a channel about music. Your doctor has a YouTube channel. So Live, Laugh, and Love said, I didn't hear anything that Jazz hasn't told us that hasn't been discussed on other reaction channels. Okay, so you didn't really hear anything. Okay. Chris was only saved his ass. I don't know, y'all. I really just, you know what? I can't even say this. Like Jasmine, to me, Jasmine's kind of made her own bed. Now she has to lie in it. The whole situation, one thing the person said, people try to give Jasmine constructive criticism, and we all tried to do it. We've tried to do it in reaction videos. People give her constructive criticism in her chat. Like I just told you guys in the beginning of this live, there were people in her chat like trying to give Jasmine very constructive criticism, and Jasmine got straight attitude. Anytime you tell Jasmine to get off the internet, she'd be about ready to kill somebody behind that. Okay, she don't want to hear that. Miss Lily said, at this point, nothing can be done. What's in the dark will come to the light. That's true, Miss Lily. That's true. That definitely is true. You said, remember she said the police and CPS called Philip's mom about illegal activity with her and Chris. Well, she didn't necessarily say with her and Chris. What she said was the police called Philip's mom. We don't know who and what it was involving. People will go hard for children and elders. She should have picked up on that earlier in the game. She definitely should. Like I told you guys in the beginning of my live, well, the live I did earlier today, my opinion, Jasmine's biggest downfall was her neglectful behavior that she showed to her children, and she put it on the internet for the world to see. People don't get warm and fuzzy inside when you show neglect to your children, And again, I feel like this is a bed that Jasmine has made for herself, and she has to lie in it. Jasmine wants desperately to stay on YouTube because she's lazy. Let's be honest, y'all. Jasmine's not making a ton of money. You can just tell. You don't even got to look at Jasmine's bank account, right? You can just look at Jasmine and tell she don't make a lot of money. She makes money, but Jasmine is not making tons of money, especially when you constantly get on this internet and talk about your financial struggles. At this point, what's the point of being on the internet? Because for most people, being on the internet with large followings and you've monetized your following, that a lot of people have been able to live dream lives being on the internet. At this point, Jasmine is basically making money that you could go make at a 9-to-5 and won't have to deal with nowhere near the headaches. Now, let's be honest. Every job is not a dream job. Jasmine can go find a job tomorrow and have a supervisor or manager from hell, right? But it's not like that's one person. When you're dealing with the internet, you could potentially have 53,000 people that's causing you hell, But she doesn't want to do that. Pretty Hair said exactly, TMR. I said that. I told her people don't like her because the way she treats her kids. Exactly. But Jasmine says she doesn't treat her kids bad. We don't know what you're talking about. Sis, you definitely do. You have treated them bad, and you've done it on camera more than once. But at this point, y'all, Jasmine grown. You can't tell her anything. She's going to have to learn for herself. And if she hasn't learned by now, she'll never learn. The fact that she's been holding on to the internet like with vice grips all these years, and Jasmine is not living any better than she was when she first came to the internet. To me, she's living the same. Nothing's really changed with her. The girl she's not even driving a brand new car. Like she's just living the same. But it's okay with her because in my opinion, if y'all ever notice, if you ever listen to Jasmine never talks about having dreams. She never talks about goals. All she talks about is money. But Jasmine never talks about dreams, goals, aspirations. The girl doesn't even talk about taking trips. She talks about nothing. It's just struggle after struggle after struggle. That's all she talks about. How hard is it for her to raise her kids? Food is too expensive. Her laundry is too much. That's all she ever talks about. And the reality is everybody is not living a miserable life. Even if you are a person who don't make a whole lot of money, whatever money you do make, you manage to make yourself happy with that income that you get coming in. But for some reason, right, she doesn't take accountability. Exactly, 2820. All right, y'all, that's my time. I'm out of here. I'm tired. It's almost 2 hours. I did not mean to be on here for 2 hours, y'all. But y'all definitely took me down a rabbit hole. And at this point, someone in the chat just said that, y'all, at this point, all we got to do is just, we got to just sit back and watch things unfold. Hopefully for Jasmine, it doesn't, unfold into a big mess for her, because she do have children that definitely do love her. Okay. She has children that definitely do love her. So, you said she's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo, Annie. What does that mean? What does being a Virgo, what does that mean? She's a Virgo. Okay, what that mean? Hope you got enough time to type and tell me. I'm gonna give you about a minute because I want to know what you think about the Virgos. I don't. Right, Miss Pattis. You said Pretty Hair said us Virgos is not claiming her. You said Jasmine has been running around here with Peach mindset, clickbait. Titles and sassy clapback reels, and now she's back crying again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jasmine just got to be who she is. Okay, yeah, I want answers. Okay, I want answers. All right, y'all. That's my time. I got to get up out of here. You said some brokers are lazy, unmotivated, and love victimization. Oh well, baby, that definitely ain't me. That definitely isn't me. I know a couple of Virgos, and those are none of our descriptions. So I'm a Virgo, my brother's a Virgo, and my brother is a work horse. Okay. So I don't know what Virgos those are, but that definitely ain't me. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna see y'all real soon. Y'all remember, y'all be good, y'all be safe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.